I was about to leave. I was going to walk away, and I was pretty much uploading the last video that I made about this conversation, only for this interviewer to say something that I've heard before. I remember specifically a podcaster talking about how exclusivity was this prime thing, that, you could only get these quality things from specific platforms. This interviewer 6 years ago asked Phil Spencer this particular set of questions, and listen very carefully. I'm going to play a little bit before it so you can hear for yourself. Listen.
There's no world where, this is the safe gaming network that's up and this one's not. To a general consumer, is playing games online something that you want, that works? And do you want to go do that? Is it safe and inclusive environment, or is it not? And more as we're pushing for cross-play, as we look at things like the inclusivity and toxicity online, we see this as industry things. They're not things that we want to compete with the other platforms. We want to actually be part of. The adaptive controller is something that we built so that any platform.
Just be patient. Just keep listening.
You go use that, and I hope they all do, because it's not, you don't want to be more accessible than the other platforms. You want gaming to grow.
Well, I think for sure, and I think no one's disputing that gaming is going to grow. It's just like where the gamer is going to spend, what platform are they going to be spending their time in?
I would say, what games are they going to spend their time in?
He was right. He was absolutely right. Fortnite was just kicking off. He was right. Roblox had not necessarily, in my opinion anyways, taken over the world, but he was right.
Where are those games going to be? Where is the distribution network that, like I want to watch Game of Thrones, I'm going to see Game of Thrones, it's going to be on HBO. It's not going to be on Amazon Prime.
He said that and I lost it. I said, did he just say it's not going to be on Amazon Prime? Well, that's incorrect, because you can actually buy Game of Thrones on Amazon Prime. Yes, you can. You absolutely can buy the episodes of Game of Thrones on Amazon Prime. Here it is. You can subscribe to HBO Max on Amazon Prime, and you can also buy episodes or seasons on Amazon Prime. Apparently, the entertainment media of movies and cinema got wind of the fact that you can make money by actually getting your products elsewhere. Not everybody is going to be Nintendo or Netflix. You understand? And this was 6 years ago when he was saying this. And HBO Max did go ahead and market everything like that. But apparently, if someone's not going to watch Game of Thrones, they are not going to watch Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones. Am I interested in seeing Game of Thrones? Heck no, I'm not interested in seeing Game of Thrones. You feel me? It's not my forte, not my cup of tea, but with accessibility and availability, if I ever were to dabble and maybe jogged and skipped 1 minute into an episode, I could get it on Amazon Prime, where I already have what I think is a sufficient subscription to cover the things that I either want to watch or don't want to watch. Do you see that, exclusivists? I'm pointing at you all.
It's not going to be on Netflix. It's solidly on HBO.
The difference between games and video is that, and Game of Thrones is a good example, because Game of Thrones is now done.
It is.
Minecraft's 10 years old, and it's as big now as it's ever been. So where are people going to play Minecraft tomorrow? On the device that gets invented tomorrow that gets to scale. And are the games that you love going to want to be on the devices that you're engaged with? Absolutely. That's just the nature of the content that gets built.
And Minecraft is sitting at 150 million MAUs. Game of Thrones, according to the timeline, was already done at this time.
So I think what we ask ourselves is, what games are people playing today, and where do they want to go play those games? I love the fact that people want to go play those games on consoles, but I also know that people want to engage with their friends and community across so many different devices.
Yeah, I mean, what's so fascinating to me, because the idea of hardware is sort of being destroyed with this notion, but then the idea of the software platforms to me becomes very important.
This is why we focus on
because
what
you could
cloud
say,
can mean.
Yeah, and we could say Minecraft, let's take the analogy, Seinfeld's still very popular. I bet a lot of people want to sign up to a certain streaming service if Friends, Seinfeld, old content that people still habitually love are on that specific service.
Well, honestly, at one point, there was the nostalgia, but I don't give a hoot about Seinfeld or Friends. Yes, I said it. Slam your tables, get up from where you are, yell at me, but I don't care. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, sure, you know, watch a few episodes here and there, but is it really that important? I would love to just watch what is available and what my choice is. I'm not going to go get all these other subscriptions or whatever it is because it's exclusively on there.
You know, and what I see these cloud gaming platforms are doing is it's becoming like that. It's becoming that world of the software distributed services.
Yeah, if you go to the other extreme of console generations of old, you would ship a console, all the games would run only on that console.
Totally.
When the next console comes out, you put all of the old stuff in a box, throw it in the closet, and everything is brand new.
Right.
And you say, okay, like, that's not a scenario that helps gaming grow. What it does do is it can cause somebody that was on your last console, like now they have to go buy all new games on the new platform. We want to create real differentiation. There was some ease of development. If I didn't have to think about past generations, I could only think about the generations. But now when you look at the games that are out there, these games, what was like Blizzard just launched the 15th anniversary of WoW, whatever. I mean, these are games that are decade plus, and they're
That's what Steam's been doing for years, by the way, and has pretty much made them exactly where they are, a juggernaut in gaming.
There's still interesting things for people to go do in those games. And I think our role as a games industry, if you want to go invest your time and your money in these great franchises, we should make them live as long as possible. Like, we don't have the end moment of a lot of these games. These are games that will want to persist. So it's why the focus on the cloud infrastructure, which allows these games to move from device to device, or at least your state on the game, even if the game has a local runtime. But when I log in, I log in on Xbox Live on my Android phone, I'm the same Xbox Live that I am on an Xbox console is really important. But that per device of everything's only going to live on this device, and the kind of beginning, middle, and end of the content, the game experiences only live on that one device. It's just not where the biggest games in the world are today.
It's just so interesting. The more I think it's so fascinating because it is so wild, and we don't know how this is working out. But the more I think of it, like, yeah, it's just sort of liberating for the device. But then I look at my device on my phone, and what is going to lock me in is if the game is sort of held within the confines of an app that's there on the phone, and meaning I can only access certain games when I access that certain app, and the game doesn't it doesn't get played off another company's app. They're intermediary.
No,
you know,
content is very, very important, and it's one of the reasons.
Well, that's weird that he asks that question in that sense. Huh. That's what everybody's app does, though. Right?
We invest in the studios, and we've grown our investment in studios because we understand that content is, in the end, the thing that gamers play games.
Yeah.
And it's stupidly cliche, but gamers play games, and you want to have games on your service that attract people. But we made the decision a few years ago that we're going to ship our console games on PC at the same time. And if you buy one copy, you get, because we just want you to be able to play those games. If you go and buy Gears of War and you want to play on the PC because you happen to be in your dorm room and you're not around your console, and then you go home and the console's there, we don't want that experience just to move back and forth. I think by giving people that scenario, you actually make the franchise itself more accessible and gaming all up more accessible. A device view would say, hey, never let somebody experience the games that are on this device unless they're on that device. And if you look at the at-scale services on the planet today, whether they're video, whether they're communication, music, they're available wherever you go. They're different on the different experiences. Like when I'm sitting on my phone, I put my headphones on and I listen that way. If I'm on Spotify on my Xbox, I usually just let it play through the speakers that are on the wall, right? The consumption of the game, the play of the game, or the music or whatever can change per device. But the fact that I'm always me and I can log in and I have access to those experiences, I should be.
Bro, enough said. Enough said. All these people that are talking about Xbox being dead and everything. Yeah, I think this is, most of it is coming from pure malice of Xbox. They don't like Xbox. In fact, many of them are upset that Xbox would even dare to just abandon, years of fomented fake drudgery of some kind, grudge that's not even supposed to be there. Some of them are calling it a kumbaya. Oh, this Xbox kumbaya, blah, 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 blah. I can't. Thank you for watching again, guys. Peace out.